This world, it's so unkind. One day you're king, the next you're crucified. What good is true without love? What good are we if just flesh and blood? This world, it's so cruel. You think you won the game and they've gone and changed the rules. But maybe I'm just a fool to believe there's something beautiful inside of you and me. But how long must I wait to see this world change? Oh, I long for the day that my tears are gone, and each day that goes by, oh, I watch evil rise, and it's getting harder to find where beauty belongs. This world, it's so dark, and loves to stomp the fire out of every broken heart. But if I refuse to let this flame in me die, oh, I can light the world up, one spark at a time.
What's going on, chat? We're flying with the Pilot Club today. They're about to start their briefing here in about 30 seconds, so we're going to listen into them. I think Paulie's going to handle the briefing. He's the one hosting the event. We're flying into Kitty Hawk today, so I'll let Paulie take over and do the briefing, and then once they're done with their brief, we'll go over our particular route, which should be the same as everybody else is flying, but just to go over airspace and things like that. This is kind of a tricky flight, so we'll get into that here in a few minutes. Let's tune over to the Pilot Club Discord and listen into their briefing.
Probably the most airplanes that have, probably more airplanes are taking off from this airport tonight on VATSIM than have like the rest of the network's history. I don't know. That might be it.
Looks like there's still a couple empty parking spots.
It's going to be a pretty big group of us today. Skylane just rated with 2 viewers. Hey, thanks Skylane. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. We're just getting started right now. We haven't even briefed the flight yet, so we're tuned into the Pilot Club Discord right now, and I think Paulie's going to take over.
7 o'clock.
There he goes.
The show going.
What's up, Skylane? Alright, so let's listen into their brief, and then we'll go over our route and talk about airspace and all that good stuff.
GA Tuesday. Just get my notes
Skylane!
up here real quick. Okay, so we'll go hit the basics. Guys, thanks for being a member. Make sure everybody has their push-to-talk set up. We have a lot of different things coming up for the group coming up. And then, well,
what'd you do today, Skylane? How was your flight? Did you fly?
Everybody's gonna be able to hit that. Got a lot of fun activities going on. Big group flights. Every day we have something that's birthday related or like a birthday theme. So.
Let's see what Euclidio. What's going on, man? Welcome to the channel.
Let me see what else we got going on in the group. We're gonna have this new thing coming out too. Some of you probably saw it on the website with Mondays. A little spoiler alert that every Monday kind of gonna have like not really a group flight, but anybody that's around on Mondays that wants to hop in a chat, feel more than free.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
Other people hop in the chat.
Let's see, Euclidio.
So we got that coming up.
Euclidio.
Let's see what else we got here.
Euclidio. I'm sorry for saying your name. If I'm saying your name wrong, man. Thanks for the follow, though. Welcome to the channel.
Yeah, guys, just wanted to mention one big thing. If you're a part of the giveaway, please make sure you're there for the town.
Probably going to be another 15 minutes before we're up in the air, at least.
That's when we're going to name the winner of the giveaway.
It's going to take a little bit to brief, and then I think there's 20, 25 of us flying today, so we'll probably be last ones up, like usual.
In your remark. So now going into the flight plan. Again, Matt wrote me this flight plan. So you did a pretty good job on it.
Loving the baby blue
I like how
Cirrus.
he adds in all of the little history and all the little things below each airport. But I mean, I'm not really going to beat this one with a dead horse, guys. You kind of know what the flight plan is with the routing and everything else. If you guys haven't looked at the Google Doc, probably shouldn't be flying this flight. So I hope everybody has looked
Either
at the
one.
Doc. Of course, we're going to start off at SBY. We are going to head down to MFV.
Euclidio.
The tricky airports we're going to hit is the 21 VA, that Eagle's Nest, and then the Cape Charles Airport, the BG09. Just because, you know, sometimes those grass strips are a little tough to see, so I might even have to circle.
Here's a look at the route on SkyVector.
This flight is completely new to me.
We're starting off up here at Salisbury,
so it's gonna be a little tricky trying to find,
and we're going to wind up down at Dare County.
And then airspace-wise, the only thing I really
and then we're going to be stopping at first flight.
We leave that
there in Kitty Hawk.
VG09, and we're headed towards KFFA, the first flight airport. There is a restricted airspace that extends off of
Talking about this here.
KNTU. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay west of that restricted airspace that you guys see right where Virginia Beach is, and I'm going to fly over that airport, KNTU. I'm going to fly above, you know, the 2,500 feet to clear their airspace of that delta. and then I'll continue south along the coast. So literally out of the whole flight, everything is good. It's just except that one restricted airspace. Just make sure you guys definitely avoid that.
I think this is the one he's talking about here.
And then we'll hit the first.
We're going to talk about that here in
do
a few minutes.
Touch and goes. I'll
Me
probably
and you
take a
guys.
quick little break there, and then we have just a really short hop over to KMQI. And besides that airspace issue, and like I said, you guys all read in the Google Docs, is there any questions on anything before we start the flight? In terms of order, calling up for taxi, or I should say announcing taxi, there's going to be no order. You know, you guys just go ahead, you know, just listen to each other. Don't step on one another when you're calling up for taxi. We're going to be taxiing to runway 14 via Charlie Alpha.
All right, so we're going to be using
Weather
runway
seems
14. It's good to know.
Good. What were the latest winds out of the airport that we're all at right now is looking like 106 degrees at 7 knots, so clear skies for the most part. I see a few popcorn clouds here and there, but it's looking pretty good other than that. Altimeter 3015 at the moment as well, so make sure you guys get your altimeter set. And that's it. If there is any questions.
Not a real question per se, Paul, but I may not have some of these airports here in X-plane, so I may just overfly or circle while you guys do touch and goes or whatnot.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine, Michael. Yeah, no problem. I know I was just saying it's going to be tough for us to even find those 2 grass strips, so no worries.
Can we just do a flight of 17?
Yeah, I know. Well,
All right, tell you what,
so now actually,
he got through most of the
you know what,
briefing
Eric,
there.
That's a good thing that you brought that flight of 17 up. If there is anybody in this group right now that wants to do a flight of 2, now's the time to do it. If you want to pair up with a buddy, probably be a really good choice so that we can really skim down the amount of...
Let me mute them, and we're going to brief our flight real quick. You got over the most of it. Weather's VFR looks like the entire way, so we're not going to have any issue there. We're going to be VFR today in the Cirrus SR-22. We're going to be starting off up here at Salisbury, Ocean City, Sierra Bravo Yankee. It's a Class Delta. I don't know if any ATC's online right now. If they are, we'll have to talk to ATC to get out of here since it is a towered field. If not, we'll just be on the Unicom frequency and announce our position from there. So we're going to depart out of Salisbury. Winds are 160 at 7, 10 statute miles clear, 13.33015 on the altimeter. Weather's going to be good the entire way, like I said. We're going to depart out to the southwest. And we've got these 2 restricted airspaces to think about here. So out west, we've got this big chunk of restricted out here. So we're going to stay east of that. And then down here by Wallops Flight Facility, there's another restricted airspace here that we need to stay west of. So we're going to be threading the needle, so to speak, going through between the 2 airspaces into our first stop, Accomack County, Mike Foxtrot Victor. We'll probably do just a, I don't know, I haven't decided yet, touch and go or maybe a full stop and taxi back. And then after that, we'll depart out to the south. We'll just stay over the peninsula or island, whatever this is here. We're just going to continue down into, so these guys are going to be stopping at these 2 private fields, Eagle's Nest right here, and then there's Starbase right here. I haven't decided if we're going to stop there or not. We'll overfly it and see what it looks like, and depending how busy it is, I mean, it's a big group of us flying, so I mean, 25 airplanes on those tiny little private fields might not work. Depending how many people are there on the ground, I guess that'll be our deciding factor of whether or not we stop at these 2 tiny little airstrips. I think they're both grassed. They're not paved. Not even sure if the Cirrus SR-22 is rated to land on soft field. I'm not even sure about that. So we'll play that one by ear as well. But we will stop at Accomack first, and then we'll check these out. After that, we'll continue on to the south. And we've got these restricted and warning areas here. I did look at them on Garmin Pilot. They are hot in real life, so you cannot fly through here. So what we're going to do is track this VOR. The Elizabeth City VOR, Echo Charlie Golf. We're going to fly direct to that VOR, and that should keep us west of the warning and restricted. And obviously we're going to have to go over the Class Charlie here at Norfolk and over the Class Delta here at Ocean NAS. So we're going to go over those airspaces, staying clear of the restricted, over the VOR, and then after the VOR, we'll depart on a 127 heading out over the water, where we'll find first flight, Foxtrot Alpha, and we'll probably do a full stop there at first flight, maybe throw up the drone and check out the sights, and then finally we'll terminate our flight here at Dare County Regional, Mike, Quebec, India, and staying outside of the warning area out here, out to the east. That's it. In the, let's see, we're doing about $150 in the Cirrus. It's not going to take too long, an hour and 7 minutes. That's not including the stops, so add another 15, 20 minutes. It's going to take us about an hour and a half start to finish to complete this entire flight. So that's it. Just those restricteds and those warning areas that we got to be real careful not to bust. And then, of course, going over the Class Charlies and the Class Deltas en route. So without further ado, let's jump in the airplane. Airplane's already been pre-flighted. I topped her off with fuel, so we have plenty of fuel for today's flight. And to do a whole lot more if we decide that we want to keep flying afterwards. Yeah, let's get going. Alright, so first thing, we'll, parking brake is set. Get our battery and our alt switches on. And our nav and strobe. Fuel's verified, full on both sides. We're feeding off the left side. We're going to go mixture full rich, and we're going to crack the throttle. We're going to prime, since this is the first start of the day. Prime, and then into boost. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into boost. And just make sure our propeller area is clear. We're clear all around. Clear prop. Go, she fires right up. Throttle to 1,000 RPM. And oil pressure in the green. Kick on our avionics. And the rest of this stuff can stay the same. Flaps are coming up, and we'll lean the mix out for taxi. Boost pump can come off for now. And we're squawking 1200. I'm just going to go ahead and squawk mode Charlie straight away so I don't forget that later. Alright, we'll give her a couple of minutes to warm up here while we set up our avionics. I'm just going to be using Garmin Pilot pretty much for the entire flight, so I'm not really going to plug anything in our GPS down here in the G1000. Frequency, I guess since there's no ATC, we'll be on 122.8. Let me check what we've got ATC wise. Okay, there we are. I was having a hard time finding ourselves on the map here. We're here at Salisbury. There's no ATC on at the moment. Maybe later if DC, I think this is DC Center's airspace, comes online. Maybe we'll pick up flight following? I don't think so. Most of the legs are short. We're just going to be on our own the entire way today. So no ATC out of Salisbury. Nobody's online. Salisbury altimeter 3015. And down here in our standby altimeter as well, 3015. And we're going to go to 122.8. Alright, 122.8.
Pilot Club 25, taxiing 14 via Charlie Alpha.
Yeah, we're going to be the last ones up as usual. All right, radios, avionics, everything's all set up. We're gonna go up to probably no higher than 2,000 for each one of these legs, but we'll bug in 2,000 here as a reference. 2,000.
Salisbury traffic code 850 Foxtrot's clear of the upwind leg, departing to the southeast. Last call, code Salisbury.
I'm gonna bug in 140 for runway heading. Yo, yo, what's up, Rob? Hope you're having a good day yet, man. Day's going well. Leaving to Orlando tomorrow, so this will be my last stream for a couple of days. And if you guys were here, when was it, the day before yesterday? I'm sorry I didn't make it online yesterday to stream. I know I said I would, and we'd finish that seaplane flight, the float plane flight. We are going to finish that, but we'll probably do that when I get back from my trip this week. Something came up yesterday, I just wasn't able to get on.
Up runway 14, Salisbury.
So we'll continue that flight. We are going to finish it. We'll likely do that when I get back, probably Sunday or Monday. Most likely Monday. All right, where am I? Yeah, we're all set. I'm probably gonna knock out my run up over here since there's nobody around us. We'll do our run up right here, and then we'll taxi over to 14. Hey, I appreciate it, Rob. Alright, before takeoff stuff, I'm on the brakes and parking brake is set. We're gonna get our boost pump on. Mixture full rich. We're gonna throttle up to 1700 RPM.
Salisbury traffic number 731 Romeo, departing to the southeast. All runways are cleared. Salisbury.
Wait for it to stabilize.
Pilot Club 36.
Now we're gonna test our magnetos.
14, we'll be departing to the south. Salisbury.
Left side, looking for the drop in RPM. A good drop and clean. Back to both. Other side. Good drop and clean. Back to both. We'll test our alternators. So we're going to be looking for a drop here in the battery amps. So right side and left side. And all of our engine instruments are all in the green. Oil temp, oil press, everything's looking good. Let's throttle back. We'll do a idle check.
Salisbury traffic, Pilot Club 547.
Let's make sure she runs smoothly at idle. Looks good, and back up to 1,000. And we'll lean the mix back out for taxi and bring that back in once we line up.
Salisbury traffic, Pilot Club 53.
Flight controls.
On runway 14.
Aileron left, aileron right, elevator up, elevator down, rudder left, rudder right. Flight controls, free and correct.
Salisbury traffic, Pilot Club 36, clear of the pattern.
And we'll just back this up with our checklist.
Southwest. Last call, Salisbury.
Alright, before start stuff, pre-flight's been complete. Weight and balance, emergency equipment, passengers, seatbelts and harnesses. Starting the engine, we can just jump all the way down to our oil pressure. Throttle level 1000, oil pressure, alt switches, avionics, engine parameters, external power, meter. 4 taxi flaps, we can bring those up.
Salisbury traffic,
They're up already.
537 on the right.
Radios, avionics, cabin heat, defrost, and fuel selector. We will switch tanks. Since we burned off the left side starting, as well as our run up, we'll switch over to the right since that would be the fullest.
Departing to the south, Salisbury traffic.
And then before takeoff, doors latched, caps handle, pins are released, seatbelts, harnesses, air conditioning.
Lining up on runway 14.
We're not going to use for now. Fuel quantity is confirmed. Fuel selector, fullest tank. Boost pump is on. Mixture full rich. We did all this stuff. Flaps 50 for takeoff. So let's bring it down to the first notch. Too far. And the lights on. Transponder 1200 mode Charlie. Autopilot will test.
Engaging autopilot.
Navigation, radios, GPS, cabin heat, defrost, brakes, power, alternator, pitot heat, lights, voltage, we did all this stuff, magnetos, light controls, trim is set for takeoff, ice we're not going to need, flaps. We're all set, just mixture and lights to go. Look at all these guys. We're going to be departing runway 14. Over here at the GA ramp, we're going to take, let's see, 14 is up there at the top, so we're going to take Charlie all the way down to Alpha, hang a left on Alpha, Alpha 1 to runway 14.
Departure to the southwest.
Alright guys, we're all set. We are clear out right. And we are clear out left. I'm on the brakes. Parking brakes getting released. Go.
Salisbury traffic. Lining up runway 14.
Salisbury traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33.
Looking at our turn instruments, making sure everything's spinning.
Be lining up,
left turn, and we'll test the right turn coming up here. We'll do a brake check as well. Brakes are working. Our heading matches our compass. Salisbury traffic, Cirrus 5615 November is taxiing to runway 14 via Charlie Alpha. Salisbury. Alright, right turn, everything's spinning. Beautiful.
Salisbury traffic, Pilot Club 39 Yankee Zulu is clear of the pattern. Last call for 39 Yankee Zulu, Salisbury traffic.
Salisbury traffic, Pilot Club 691. We're over here off of Charlie. We're going to push on to Charlie, then to Alpha to taxi over to runway 14. Salisbury traffic.
Maybe this guy here on our left. Make sure he doesn't push into us. Keep an eye on him. So left turn Alpha, right turn Alpha 1, runway 14. Wave to the guys up there in the control tower, even though they're off today. Alright, we are clear right and clear left.
Salisbury traffic, Pilot Club 1021, taking off runway 14.
Salisbury traffic, Cessna 1 Delta Zulu lining up runway 14, Salisbury.
Alright, so taking off runway 14, it's going to be a right crosswind departure out to the south. Check the weather here at Ackermack since we've got time. This METAR's 8 minutes old, winds 110 at 5. 10 statute miles clear, 1010, altimeter 3015.
Taking off runway 14, we're going to be departing south with the rest of the gang, Salisbury.
Salisbury traffic. Pilot Club 423 lining up to wait. Salisbury traffic.
It's a direct crosswind from either runway. So either 3 or 2-1. It doesn't really matter which one we pick. We'll see what the rest of the gang is using. If we land runway 3, we're going to have a 5-knot right crosswind. If we land 2-1, it's going to be a 5-knot left crosswind.
Salisbury traffic. Pilot Club 423 departing runway 14, Salisbury traffic.
Might as well put Accomack in there as a
Salisbury
reference.
traffic, Pilot Club 823 lining up runway 14, Salisbury traffic.
Anybody behind us? Oh yeah, I got one guy that's pushing back. Alright, cool. Rohype, what's going on, Rohype? Where I had my first 2 students, Orville and Wilbur. Oh, the memories I've lost. I've been to First Flight before. I've talked about this on stream. We did an event with Virtual USA flying into First Flight, but I mean in real life. I went there. I was on a family reunion in the Outer Banks, North Carolina, and we stopped at First Flight. It was pretty cool. So I've been there in real life,
Salisbury traffic.
and this will be my second time visiting in the sim.
Salisbury.
Alright guys, looks like we're number 3. There's going to be a right crosswind departure out to the south. We're going to be rotating at 77 knots, flaps up at 90, and safe altitude. Best climb in this airplane I think is 105 or 100, somewhere around there. If we lose an engine on the runway, we're going to apply max braking and stop, and if we can vacate, we'll vacate. If we lose an engine below 500, we're going to be landing straight ahead. Between 500 and 1,000, we have caps available, and if we're above 1,000, we'll make a right turn back for Salisbury. What's the winds doing here again? Let's see. Winds 160, yeah, so it'll be a right turn back for the field for above 1,000.
Salisbury traffic, Kodiak Pilot Club 6, is departing 14 for a straight out departure to the south. Salisbury.
Rohit, for once I have joined you pre-workout, so wait, so that means you have not worked out yet? I got mine in this morning / early afternoon.
Salisbury traffic, Pilot Club 25 lining up 14 Salisbury.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go sneak out and go pee real quick. I'll be right back.
Salisbury traffic, Cessna 172 Delta Echo, this is Cessna Skyhawk 172, taxi to runway 14 via Charlie Alpha 1, Salisbury traffic.
Salisbury traffic, Pilot Club 25 departing 14, departure out to the south, Salisbury.
Not tonight, did this morning, did some yard work yesterday, and overextended myself just a wee. Treadmill hurt like hell this AM. Hey, that's good though, man. Yeah, I did my workout this morning, and then after I did some just basic maintenance stuff on my girl's car, changed the oil, changed wiper blades, checked the tire pressure and added some air, just getting ready for the road trip tomorrow. But that was like a little bit extra, you know, to add on top of the workout. Sweating outside in the sun. I-14. It's agreeing with the METAR here, winds 160. Gonna be a right quartering headwind on runway 14.
Salisbury traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33 is taking 14, going to be making it right crosswind departure to the south, Salisbury.
Wait, is this TPC 33? Oh, okay. Salisbury traffic, Cirrus 5615 November is lining up runway 14 Salisbury. We're clear out left. We're clear down the runway. Alright, lights and mixture is going to come in full rich.
Salisbury traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33, airborne off of 14 is on right crosswind to the south.
I'm going to wait a minute or two for spacing. Yeah, row hype, yep. Salisbury traffic, Cirrus 5615 November, taking off runway 14, right turn out to the south, going up to 2000, Salisbury. Mixture full rich, heels to the floor, full power.
Salisbury traffic, Pilot Club 6091. We're going to line up and wait runway 14.
Power set, engines green, airspeed's alive. 77, rotate. Positive rate, match on the brakes. .90 knots, safe altitude, flaps up. And VY 100 knots. .500, caps is available. And we're clear out right. And now we can cruise climb it, I don't know, buck 20, 120 knots.
Salisbury traffic, Pilot Club 6091. Going to take off runway 14 for a
leveling at 2000.
Right crosswind departure. Salisbury traffic.
Salisbury traffic, Cessna 172 Delta Echo is going to line up and wait on
150 knots, style the power back to 60%. And I am going to use autopilot today. Let's do altitude and heading. That way I can take a look at my map and make sure we don't bust any of the restricted warning areas that are around in the area.
Salisbury traffic, Pilot Club 6091, entering
I'll pull the mixture back just a hair.
Crosswind for a departure to the south.
And boost pump can come off.
Salisbury traffic.
Salisbury traffic, Cirrus 5615 November is 2 miles south of the field, leaving the area out to the south. 2000, last call. Salisbury.
Salisbury traffic, Cessna 172 Delta goes Cessna Skyhawk 172, taking off runway 14 with intentions to leave the pattern to the south with a right crosswind, Salisbury traffic.
How do I turn up the detail in this thing? All that, there we go. Now we can see the restricted stuff. So we've got these restricted airspaces out here to the west and also here to the east. So we're going to be going in between. We're going to want to do another, I don't know, 20 degrees right or so. We're clear out right. Let's fly. Let's do, let's try 215 and see where that puts us. That looks good.
Salisbury traffic, Cessna 172 Delta goes starting right for the crosswind runway 17 or 14 south.
And we could just fly direct, so we've got our CDI set to GPS. I'm just going to go into nav mode. That's going to keep us outside of these restricted...
Traffic, Cessna 172 Delta goes leaving the pattern to the south.
Outside of the class Delta, there at Wallops. iPad is acting up, so I gotta restart.
Acmac traffic, Pilot Club 36, turning left base, runway 21, Acmac.
Alright, so these guys are using runway 21 there at Acamac.
Salisbury traffic, Cessna 0215 Sierra is taxiing for departure runway 14.
Acmac traffic, Pilot Club 36, turning final, runway 21, Acmac.
Oh my god. Garmin Pilot's not... I don't know what's going on with Garmin Pilot today. Just keeps quitting on me. Let's try a different map mode.
Cessna 0215 Sierra is departing runway 14. Salisbury.
Acamac traffic. Pilot Club 423 is intentions of a midfield cross with a left downwind join for runway 21. Acamac traffic.
Acmac traffic, Pilot Club 36, short final, runway 21, touch and go, Acmac.
So are these guys just doing straight in 2-1? It's kind of what it looks like.
Acamac traffic, Pilot Club 1021, short on final. Salisbury traffic, Cessna 0215 Sierra is clear of runway. Salisbury traffic.
Acamac traffic. Pilot Club 423 entering left downwind for runway 21. Acamac traffic.
Acmac traffic.
Somebody there doing it right.
36, departing upwind, runway 21, Acamac.
Acamac traffic, Pilot Club crossing over midfield, turning left base.
Alright, so left traffic, runway 21. So what we'll probably do is go out west of the field, overfly from west to east, and then join the left downwind for 2-1. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something like this. We're gonna come out this way, overfly this way, and either just join directly with the downwind, or we'll go out a little bit further and do a teardrop entry.
Acamac traffic 423.
We'll see. Depends how many people are in the pattern. What's going on out there.
Runway 21,
We can cut in, or if we'll just have to take it out and do the teardrop. Hey, Phase Live, what's going on? I just went on is it Vatastic? I saw a line of 30 aircraft and was trying to work out what was happening. It's the Pilot Club. If you go to thepilotclub.org, you can join up with us, man. Join on the website, join in the Discord, and we do these group flights, several flights per week, man. A lot of fun. And we do everything GA up to airliners. Drug cartel shareholders meeting, says Rohype. That too, we do that too.
Acamac traffic.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of fun, dude. Join the Discord. You can fly with us.
21 Acamac. Acamac traffic. 392 turning left base for runway 21.
And welcome, by the way, Phased. Welcome to the channel, man.
Traffic, Kodiak Pilot Club 6.
Good to have you.
Midfield left cross to join left downwind for 21 Acamac.
We're going to be flying into Kitty Hawk today. That's the whole point of the flight today. Let me show you. So here's the Pilot Club's website. Today is GA Tuesday,
Acamac traffic,
the Kitty Hawk event.
Directly over the field, be turning left downwind, runway 21, Acamac traffic.
We started off at Sierra Bravo Yankee, Salisbury, and we're going to hit a couple of these fields on the way down to first flight, where the Wright brothers first flew back in, was it 1903-ish, somewhere back there. And then finally after first flight, we're going to be stopping at MQI, Dare County is our final stop.
2000 overflying the field left crosswind for left.
Here's a look at the route on SkyVector.
Going left downwind for 21.
And we're about somewhere where my cursor is right here, en route to our first stop, Acamac.
Traffic, Pilot Club airing to on short final for runway 21, Acamac traffic.
Yeah, man, check it out for sure. The Pilot Club. All right, let's what's field elevation there at Acamac? Field elevation 48 feet. Let's call it sea level. So 1,000 feet for pattern altitude. We're gonna stay at 2,000. We're gonna stay at 2,000. Come out west, overfly, just like I said, and then we'll join the left downwind for 21. We'll start heading out west a little bit. Let's see, we're clear right.
Acamac traffic, Kodiak Pilot Club 6, turning left downwind for 21.
Let's fly 225 on the heading.
Acamac traffic, Pilot Club 823, turning short final, runway 21, Acamac traffic. Acamac traffic, 398 is clear, runway 21, Acamac traffic.
We're about 12 miles out now. We'll make our first call at 10 miles.
25 now 5 to the north. Going to make a midfield crosswind 21 Acamac.
There's like 3 airplanes all around me, so I don't know how this is going to work.
Yep.
These guys are pretty high up, though. I don't think they're going to Acamac if they're 4,200 feet and 2,300 feet above us. TPC 33 is probably stopping. He's 500 above us. He's off to our right. So we'll be looking at for him. That's my buddy Mike. He's in a 182.
Acamac traffic, Kodiak Pilot Club 6, 2 miles to the west, making left base for 21 Acamac.
Acamac traffic, Skylane Pilot Club 33.
This is the guy on our right.
North, we have been crossing over midfield to join the left downwind 21 Acamac.
Acamac traffic, Cirrus 5615 November is 10 to the north. Going to be overflying the field at 2,000 to join the left downwind for 21. We'll be behind TPC 33 Acamac. We're going to follow TPC 33 in. This guy off our right wing. Let's slow it down a little bit. He's in a 182. Just going to dial the power back a bit. Let's get down to, I don't know, 120 knots for now. But, you know, we can even slow it all the way down to 100. Spacing. Let's do that. Let's slow to 100.
Eagle Miss traffic, Piper 300 uniform, 5 miles to the north. We'll be joining a long...
Below 119, flaps 50.
Eagle Miss.
$100 knots, let's hold that.
Acamac traffic, Pilot Club 25 is now midfield, crosswind, turning left downwind 21 Acamac.
Acamac traffic, Pilot Club 6091, we're about 5 miles out, just restating we'll be crossing over the field at 4,500 feet and continuing.
We'll slow it down a little bit more
Acamac traffic.
so he can gain some space.
Eagles in traffic, Skyhawk, correction, Pilot Club 547, straight in runway 19.
Go full flaps.
Low approach on.
Let's do, let's hold 80. Some slow flight in the Cirrus. And how we doing on fuel? We gotta switch tanks, don't we? Let's go to the left side.
Pilot Club 33, now 5 to the north. We're going to be crossing over midfield.
We'll keep our
going
pump
left
on.
downwind for 21, touch and go, Acamac.
He's right in front of us, same altitude. He's real close. Let's keep an eye out. There he is. I've got him in sight. Super close.
Eagles in traffic, Pilot Club 567, reporting straight out.
Eagle Miss traffic, Pilot Club 300.
Go out right a little bit.
Pilot traffic,
So I can get my eyes back on him, and also so he doesn't climb into us if he does decide to climb out.
6 miles north will be straight in, touch and go.
There he is, TPC 33. We're going to be following him. There's the field.
Acamac traffic, Pilot Club 25 is final runway 21, Acamac. Be a touch and go, Pilot Club 25, Acamac.
Oh yeah.
Acamac traffic, Cirrus 5615 November is 4 miles north of the field. 2000 going to be overflying behind TPC 33 to join a left downwind for 21 Acamac. Still got him in sight. So many planes!
Eagle Miss traffic, Piper 300 uniform, right downwind 19. Eagle Miss.
Eagles Nest traffic, Pilot Club 360 is Eagles traffic, Pilot Eagles Nest.
We got TPC 33 in sight.
Acamac traffic, Pilot Club 25 is on the upwind, departing out to the south, Acamac.
I think we're just going to do a touch and go here at Acamac. And then we'll depart straight out to the south on the go. And we're all configured to land. We've got all of our lights on. Flaps are already down. Boost pump is on. We're on the fullest tank.
27, low approach on.
I'm going to take over.
Eagle Miss
Autopilot's
traffic,
off. Airplane's
Piper
mine.
300 uniform, right base 19. Eagle Miss.
Eagles Nest traffic, Kodiak 6716 Delta Mike, departing runway 19, Eagles Nest.
Accomac traffic, Skylane Pilot Club 33 is crossing midfield to join left downwind 21, touch and go, Accomac.
Eagles Nest traffic, Pilot Club 36, 3 mile final, runway 19er, touch and go, Eagles Nest.
Eagles Nest Piper 300 uniform, short final 19er, full stop, Eagle Nest.
Accomac traffic, Cirrus 15 November, 2 miles west, overflying at 2000, is going to be joining the left downwind for 21, Accomac. Alright, let's descend down to 1,000. And I'm also same time looking for traffic. I've got TPC 33 in sight. The guy that we're following, he's going to be joining the left downwind.
Traffic,
I just want to make sure there's nobody else in the pattern, or maybe joining from out here. That will kind of be descending into the pattern here, which is kind of dangerous. This is real life. I would definitely fly out and then do the teardrop entry. But since I've got
Eagles Nest traffic Piper 303 uniform,
ADSB and all that good stuff, we're just gonna join right into the downwind. TPC 33. Alright, clear left. Accomac traffic, Cirrus 15 November, joining the left downwind 21, touch and go, Accomac.
Accomac traffic, Skylane Pilot Club 33 is turning left base 21, touch and go, Accomac.
There he is, turning base. There's the runway, we're about to beam the numbers right now. Alright, 1,000 feet. He's turning final now, I've got him in sight.
Accomac traffic, Skylane Pilot Club 33, final approach 21, touch and go, Accomac.
Eagles Nest traffic, Pilot Club 36 is on upwind, runway 19er, clear the runway, Eagles Nest.
Okay, clear left, nobody else on final. Accomac traffic, Cirrus 15 November, turning left base 21, touch and go, Accomac.
Eagles Nest traffic, Pilot Club 33 is crossing over the air here at 3,100 feet, going
Going to continue my turn to final.
Accomac traffic, Cessna November 172 Delta Echo is going to cross the field,
right, 80 knots
midfield
on final.
For a left downwind 21 approach, Accomac traffic.
Airspeed, watch that airspeed, nose down.
3 is approaching from the west and overfly the field for left downwind, runway 19.
Accomac, Cirrus 15 November, short final, 2-1, touch and go, Accomac.
Reporting straight down to the south, Accomac.
Got stepped on, but that's TPC 33, I know he's airborne now. Accomac traffic, Cirrus 15 November, short final, 2-1, touch and go, Accomac.
Eagles Nest traffic, Club 25, 10 to the north, going to make a midfield crosswind 19 Eagles Nest.
Eagles Nest, Pilot Club 6091, we're about 5 miles out from the field. We're just going to do a flyover at 4,500 feet to no intention.
Laps to 50, full power. He wants to rotate on her own. Positive rate, tap on the brakes. Accomac traffic, Cirrus 15 November, departure leg, runway 21, going to be departing the area straight out to the south, going up to 2,000, Accomac. 90 knots, safe altitude, flaps up. .500, caps is available.
Accomac traffic, Cessna 172 Delta goes 2.3 miles from the field, going to cross midfield for a left downwind departure, or sorry, left downwind for runway 21, Accomac.
Let's sync our heading bug. We go level change, heading, and AP.
Eagles Nest traffic, Pilot Club 823, downwind, turning base for runway 19.
We'll go to 2,000 again for this next leg.
Starbase traffic, Pilot Club 217 turning left downwind for runway 9 Starbase.
I will click your link here in a second. Phased flight sim. What's going on? How's the Cirrus in the sim? Hey, I love the Cirrus in the sim actually. It's one of Sobo's stock airplanes that actually flies pretty damn well. I am using the NXI mod by Working Title, which you can get through the marketplace. But yeah, man, along with the Working Title Avionics, like, it's a good airplane. 2 thumbs up for sure for the Cirrus. And fully capable of doing anything IFR. RNAVs, ILSs, it'll do anything that you tell it to do with no issue. Alright, let's dial up the power back to 60%.
Eagles in traffic,
And boost pump can come off. Yeah, man. Cirrus is definitely, it's a good one. It's a good one, Flight Sim.
Going to be turning across.
Grease it says phase, I appreciate it. Textbook touch and go says Flight Sim. Simp.
I'm at traffic at Cessna 172 Delta goes turning left for the downwind runway 21, DAPA.
I don't know what happened to the Cirrus liveries. It doesn't have the N number on there anymore, but I love these colors.
731 Romeo is departing.
Phase Live, thanks for the Twitch follow, man.
Eagles Nest traffic, 823 turning downwind runway 19er, Eagles.
I'm glad the Cirrus does fly well in the simulator too, because this is one of my favorite single engine piston airplanes. Say it many times on stream, but Cirrus, SR-22, and Beechcraft Bonanza, my 2 favorites. If I could afford either or in real life, I would probably buy a Cirrus SR-22. Alright, the traffic here that's in front of us, 600 feet below, I've got him in sight. He's about to disappear under my panel here, but you can still kind of see him. So we'll be keeping an eye out for him.
Traffic, turning Pilot Club 0215 Sierra is 10 miles out. Going to be crossing midfield to enter left base downwind.
Alright, so the next stops are these 2 private fields. 2-1 Victor Alpha and Victor Golf 09. We'll see. We'll overfly at 2000, see what they look like. I mean, if they're rough, if it's smooth grass, we can probably pull it off in the Cirrus, but if it's like a dirt runway or something like that, I don't know. I don't know if the Cirrus is rated to land in gravel and things like that. Also, I don't want to get this pretty airplane all dirty, so we'll see what it looks like from the air. If it looks landable, we'll do it.
How about traffic? Cessna 172 Delta goes on final runway 21.
If not, we'll just continue. I think our next stop after that will be first flight. Flight Simp, heard about the SR-22 is not a good beginner-friendly aircraft. How come? Probably because it's fast, Flight Simp.
Traffic, Cessna 172 Delta goes,
I've heard the same from people before.
On final for runway 21 with intentions for
a lot of flight schools are actually using them as trainers now. I think this is like the next generation trainer. Like Cessna 172s has been around for so long, so of course that's the staple. But now with the next gen avionics, like all the glassed out stuff that the airplanes come with nowadays, I think the SR-22 will eventually probably fully replace the 172 as the main trainer. But yeah, man, if you heard that it's not a good plane to start with, it's because it's fast. So things happen a lot quicker. You kind of gotta be ready for it. But I think it's a great airplane, man. I don't know. If you're gonna be learning glass anyways.
Club 823 is on the upwind leg, going to be departing.
Love the SR-22.
Eagles Nest traffic.
Starbase traffic, Pilot Club 538 is turning final for runway 9er. Starbase.
The flight school next to mine had one. Sure, they fly fast for beginners, but is there any more reasons? I think that's the only reason, Flight Sim. Rohype says the United Airlines new training program is all SR-22s. Dang. They need to call me. Yeah, yep, they are expensive, Flight Sim. That's for sure. Super expensive, man. Yeah, to rent one per hour, I mean, my flight school was renting 172s for 120 an hour wet, and there's a Cirrus facility next to them, and I think they rent Cirrus's. It was like 250,
And Max,
probably closer to 300 per hour.
Leaving the pattern to the south. Max.
Starbase traffic, Pilot Club 53 is on short final for runway 9er. Starbase.
Acamac traffic, Cessna or Pilot Club 0215 Sierra is at 2000. Commencing left turn to cross midfield to enter left down base.
Starbase traffic, Pilot Club 25 is now 3 to the south. It's going to be joining the pattern on 45, Starbase.
Eagles Nest traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33, now 5 miles to the north, going to be crossing over midfield to join the left downwind 19, full stop, Eagles Nest.
Starbase traffic, Pilot Club, correction, Piper 300 uniform, left downwind, runway 9er, Starbase.
Starbase traffic, Pilot Club 25 is now about 3 miles to the southwest. Going to be making a right.
Oh shit, we're about to pass the first field. Alright, let's see what it looks like.
Left turn downwind, base turn.
Gonna be off our left-hand side here. Coming up, got traffic to our right, TPC 33, 300, 400 feet below us.
Starbase traffic, Piper 300 uniform, left base, runway 9er, Starbase.
What's the name of this one? Eagle's Nest. I don't see anybody there right now. Let's see what it looks like. Maybe we'll do a landing here if it's not too bad. If it's in the sim. I don't even know if it exists in the sim. Traffic there at our 12 o'clock. More traffic over here at our 1 o'clock.
Acamac traffic, Pilot Club 0215 Sierra is turning left to enter final for runway 21, Acamac traffic.
Okay, here it is. I see an airplane landing there. That's got to be it then. Is that it?
Eagles Nest traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33 is at 1,000 feet. Can we cross?
That looks pretty sketch. We're not gonna stop there. I don't like it. Flight Sims, damn, the US is cheap for flight training. Yeah, that 120 an hour was cheap. Like, this was a year and a half, 2 years ago. Maybe even before? No, it was after the pandemic started. It's worse now. I don't even think you can find that anywhere down here. Probably 135, 140 is about the average for a 172, I think. Flight Sim, we love spinning dials.
Alright, Starbase traffic, Pilot Club 25 is on a 3 mile final 1-1 Starbase.
I'm looking for Starbase now. It should be right here. I think it's this dirt field going left to right.
Mac traffic, Pilot Club 0215 Sierra is departing runway 21 for south departure to 2000.
I don't think that's it either. It should be right off our left wing now. It might be this right here. Hard to tell. We're not gonna do it.
Starbase traffic, Pilot Club 25 is on about a mile final, 11 Starbase.
Gonna end up landing in somebody's farm.
Be a touch and go.
Alright, let's continue to first flight. So let's tune into that VOR, ECG, I think it's Elizabeth County.
Eagles Nest traffic, Cessna 172 Delta Go is 8.5 miles north of the field. I'm going to be doing a flyover and then going to the south, Eagles Nest traffic.
That frequency, 112.5.
25, short final 11, touch and go, Starbase.
ECG, identified here in the Garmin. Let's switch our CDI over to V-lock mode. And we'll spin our course knob over. And we'll fly straight into the VOR.
Eagle Nest traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33, final short approach 19, full stop, Eagle's Nest.
Alright, we've got to get up over this class Charlie. So we got to go up. Let's go up to 5,000.
Status traffic, Pilot Club 25 is on the upwind,
Level
11,
change.
departing out to the south.
Let's slow it down to 120. Bring our mixture back in and throttles full power.
Eagles Nest traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33 is clear the runway and parking for a minute, Eagles Nest.
Roger, enjoy the flight, TPC 36.
Air flight, what's going on? The Citrus, yes, the Citrus. The Cirrus, yeah, man. I know what you meant. In the Cirrus. We were just talking about this airplane. It's one of the better GA ones that come with FS-2020. Would you agree, Eric Flight? I mean, with the working title NXI, it's pretty good. Alright, so we're going to go up to 5,000, that way we can get up over the Norfolk's class Charlie. And right now we're flying direct to ECG, VOR, Elizabeth County. This is going to keep us up over the Charlie. We're going to be out west from the warning and restricted stuff out here off the coast, which are active in real life right now. So if we look at the NOTAMs, we've got restricted area activated, effective now, surface to flight level 230. Warning area activated, effective now, surface to 75,000. Woo! So we want to make sure that we do not go into this over here. So we're going to be okay where we're at now on this heading and this altitude, 5,000. Once we're over Elizabeth County, we'll depart out this way, out over the coast, and then into first flight And again, making sure that we stay outside of the warning area that's only a couple miles off the coast there. Check the weather there at first flight. 19 minutes old, winds 170 at 3, 10 statute miles clear, 17.7, altimeter 3014. 3014. 3014. Alright, let's pull the power back to 60. And I'll pull the mixture out just a little bit. Let's see a drop in power and bring it back in. Right there, and then in a few turns. Everything's in the green, happy and healthy. I think we're feeding off the right side. No, we're feeding off the left. We'll wait a couple more minutes and then we'll switch over to the right. I think I missed a couple messages here. Let me pull up my other chat window. Flight Sim Citrus. Is there any particular reason for this route? It's just what the Pilot Club chose for today. So we're flying with the Pilot Club. This is their fly-in event into Kitty Hawk. So I think it was Paulie, TPC 25 is the one who organized it. So I guess it's just a random route chose by Mr. Paulie. Phenom Driver, what's going on, Phenom Driver? What about the DA62? Is that as good? The DA62 is as good, maybe better, with the mod. If you download the free mod that's available on flightsim.to, the DA62 is a nice airplane. Phenom Driver. Flight Sim, DA62 is awesome with the mod. There you go, exactly what I said. Flight Sim knows. Eric Flight says, I'm the fan of the DA40NG as well, and there's also a mod available for that one as well on flightsim.to. Yes, both those diamonds are really good in the simulator with the mods installed. Eric Flight says, trying to fly the Warrior more, seeing that I'm trying to get more comfortable with it in real life. Awesome, Eric. That's been on my list, my wish list for a while now, the Just Flight Warrior. I'm gonna pick it up soon. I don't know when, but it's eventually coming. And I would like to do some real life stuff in the Pipers as well, just like you're doing. I saw you get that, is it an Archer for 135 an hour wet? That's amazing, man. With an autopilot? Holy crap. I'm gonna have to come, like, stay on your couch, work on my instrument rating up there. Air Flight, need another flight or two in the Archer to get signed off for renting. Can't wait. 180 horsepower, nice. What's the Pilot Club? It's exactly what it says. It's a Pilot Club. It's a flight sim flying club. A group of, I don't know, I think we're approaching 1,000 members now. Usually there's about between 20 and 30 of us that fly these events multiple times per week. Go to thepilotclub.org. thepilotclub.org. You can find their Discord link on there, and you can join in the Discord Flight Sim if you want to ever fly along with the group. Great group of guys. We do GA stuff, airliner stuff, bizjet stuff. We do everything, and I'd say between 3 and 5 events per week, so they do a lot of stuff. Eric Flight, my flight school is great for prices for renting. They care. That's good. Yeah, the flight schools down here in Miami do not care. Let me tell you that. Prices are meh. I guess they're average now. The one flight school that I was at for a while had some pretty cheap rates, but If I were to be perfectly honest, the owner's pretty sketchy dude. I don't think he cares. Air flight started on instrument, nice. I know you've got a couple 100 hours logged now, don't you? Alright, we are over Norfolk's Class Charlie at 5,000. We are west of the restricted and warning areas. So everything is looking good. Let's get first flight in here. Let's go direct to Foxtrot Alpha. Just as a reference. FFA, Devil Hills, first flight, enter and activate. And let's switch tanks. Let's go back over to the right side. Boost pump. Switch. Fuel flow. And pump back off.
Eagles Nest traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33, airborne off of 19, departing the area to the south.
There's Norfolk. This is November Tango uniform off our left wing, and Norfolk is back there behind us somewhere. I think this is it. So we're going to be over Elizabeth City's Class Delta at 4,000 or 5,000. No issue there, so we're good on airspace, except for we just got to be careful that we don't bust warning area 72 Alpha when joining the pattern there at Kitty Hawk. Winds calm, 10 statute miles clear, 16.6, altimeter 3013 now. 013, 3013. Guys are totally busting here. I don't know how well that was briefed on. Anyways, in VATSIM, they don't really simulate when these warning areas and restricteds are hot anyways, so they could just be pretending that they're cold and flying through them, but since it is hot in real life, I just kind of want to do it how we would in real life. It's for practice. Could be that these guys just don't know either. I think Paulie did touch on these warnings and restricteds, and he said that he was going to stay west. That's him right there, TPC 25. See if he goes by it or if he does bust. Nah, I think he's going by it. He knows what he's doing. Rohype says, hope you love Instrument as much as I did. I had a blast. I know I'll like Instrument as long as the weather's nice. Flying in summertime down here in Miami is... I get sick up there, it's sweating. If I get my Instrument done wintertime, then I'm sure I will love it. Although winter down here, you don't get much of any actual IMC, all simulated, mostly. Which is fine with me.
Nearby parachute area.
We're 26 miles out of Elizabeth City. And we are 4 or 5 miles out of first flight. Doing 157 knots over the ground, and our ETE into 4 flights about 18 minutes. I think it's if we were to fly it direct from where we're at now, so you can add a couple extra minutes to that. and then depending how much traffic is in the pattern there and where we can squeeze ourselves in. So we'll be on the ground probably between 20 and 25 minutes. Eric Flight doing it more to be safer, not going for it as a career. Same here, Eric Flight. That's kind of my plan. If things roll into a career or just doors open down the line, I'm open to it. But I'm getting most of my ratings just for fun, nice and slow. But yeah, definitely if you're a private pilot, it just makes sense to go get your instrument rated. It is, you just learn so much more, and like you said, it's being a safer pilot. And being able to, you know, open up a pop-up IFR plan when need be. If you get yourself stuck in a situation, it's good to have that option. Rohype, to Eric Flight, also teach your significant other how to land. I know Eric Flight's situation on that. Yeah, I'm in the same situation as Eric Flight. Don't feel bad, Eric Flight. I'm right there with you, man. Same here. Eric Flight says I've taken other kids though. That is funny. Alright, 15 out of Elizabeth City.
Flight traffic, Pilot Club 537 is 10 north to Atlanta right base for runway 21. Now correction, touch and go.
Yeah, see, my situation in comparison to Eric Flight, like, it's not a safety thing. Like, my girl knows I'm safe. It's that she's just terrified of flying in any airplane, big or small, so... And then we'll see if my daughter likes flying. She's yet to be in an flying an airplane, big or small. Guess we'll find out later.
First flight traffic, Kodiak.
Hype says, "Oh my God, my boys grew up flying."
Northwest of the entering right base runway 21. First flight.
Alright, 6 miles out of Elizabeth City. I'm going to sync our heading bug and go into heading mode. That way, once we pass the VOR, the autopilot's not going to want to spin us back around. And then once we cross...
We're about 7 miles. We'll be following the traffic also.
We're going to want to fly a heading of, let's see. Heading about 132 should take us to first flight.
5 north, maneuvering to intercept the right base for 21, correction, 21, touch and go.
Eric Flight, I think it's the tiny space of the plane as well, yeah. Yep, I could see that. I know you fly 150s and 152s, Eric. I've never flown in a 150 or 152. I've sat in one at my flight school before, and that thing even makes me a little bit uncomfortable. How small it is. Eric Flight, man, I know you've been watching the used airplane market for a while. I know you were looking for an airplane for a long time, probably about the same amount of time as I've been looking for, you know, a 172, 152 to buy. What's going on with these prices, man? Have you looked at the prices of a 172 lately, Eric Flight? Like the ones before the pandemic, we were looking at airplanes that maybe cost between 30 and 50. 30 on the low end, 50 for a really nice one. These same airplanes now, 100, 150 for a 1970s, you know, 172 Mike November. Crazy, man. It's nuts. I wish I bought an airplane 3 years ago when I was serious about getting one, and I had the money to do it.
First flight traffic, Kodiak 6 Delta Mike is 3 to the northwest.
Kind of hit myself up over the head about that now. I could have got all my training done for free and sold it and still came out way in the positive.
21, touch and go.
What did I say that heading was that we're going to fly? 130 something? Alright, 131. Air Flight, if you look around though, sometimes you can find one at a reasonable price. It's hard. After instrument, I wanted to do the Cirrus training. God, I want to fly Cirruses. I want to own a Cirrus.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 5.
Yeah, I definitely have to wait now, Eric. I don't have the options that I did a couple of years ago that I do now. Airplane prices too high, and bank account also suffering right now. I hope it gets better again in a couple of years. Do you think prices will eventually start coming back down? Do you think they'll come down to normal levels, or do you think it's going to stay kind of up there? What do you think, Eric Flight? Will we see 172s for under 40K again, or is it's going to be the new thing that 172s you can't get for under 100, 80 to 100? Alright, direct 2. First flight, let's switch our CDI back over to GPS mode. And we'll go to nav.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club.
Rohype, I imagine the price is rising because all new GA is all glass with AP, so cheap flew out the window, just have to beat the big price tag. Yep, I do agree with that, Rohype. The new technology and the newer airplanes.
We went around, we're turning crosswind right now.
Rohype, what are you thinking in price ranges? Me, if I wanted to buy a 172 right now, anywhere between 30 and 50, which is what I had in my head and what you were easily able to find back pre-pandemic days. Like low time too, like, you know, a couple hundred hours maybe at most after overhaul. 50 on the high end, 30 on the very low end, maybe 30 for one with, you know, 1,000 hours left till overhaul.
KMQI.
No glass with ADS-B.
First flight traffic, that's up 823, right traffic, downwind, runway 21, first flight.
But now though, like I was saying, the same airplanes that I was looking at that are between 30 and 50 are now going between 100 and 150. Yeah, Cherokee 140 is about 70K, and that dinosaur train, this dinosaur, dude, you could, oh man, you used to be able to pick up 140s for under 20, not too long ago.
4 out, straight in, runway 23, full stop.
Even just 2 or 3 years ago, you could pick up a nice 140 for 30, like on the high end.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 823, turning right traffic, base.
Now it's different. Now they're probably 50, 60. Today's market. All right, we're about let's see, 17 out. We need to start descending. Let's go down to 1,000.
First flight, Piper 303.
Let's go down to 1,500. We may have to overfly depending what runway they're using there. 1,500, a level change. Bring the mixture in some and reduce power.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 823 on a 1 mile final, runway 21, first flight.
So they're landing 2-1 there at first flight.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 217, clear ball runway.
You can see here it's right traffic for runway 21, so right pattern. I think I'm just going to fly south a little bit and then come back and join the 45.
Mankato traffic, Pilot Club 217.
Let's do that.
5.5 to lane northeast.
Let's go right a little bit. We're clear right.
For runway 26.
Mankato traffic, Pilot Club 537 is...
We're going to come out this way and then we'll circle back and join the 45 degree entry to the right down for 2-1.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 25, 10 to the north, going to make a straight at 2-1.
And this will be a full stop. We'll do a full stop here at first flight. Maybe we'll throw up the drone, take a look around,
currently at 1,300,
and then into Dare County afterwards.
We are coming in for a straight approach, 2 nautical miles north of the field. We're coming in for approach of runway 21.
First flight traffic, B23 is clearly active.
Yeah, man. See, I couldn't nowadays. I wouldn't want a 140 or Cessna 152 or Cherokee 140. I do need that extra payload. I need to be able to carry at least 3-4 people comfortably, maybe with a couple bags. Thing is, with those little 140s, man, one adult and like 2 bags, and you can't even top her off with fuel.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 39 Yankee Zulu.
If I were to get the Cherokee, it'd have to be 160, 180.
Straight in on runway 21.
And I wouldn't even look at a 152 nowadays. It's got to be at least a 172 for me.
Short final right 21, first flight traffic, November 731 Romeo.
Rohype says 140 will carry 4 easily.
Dark County, Kodiak 6 Delta Mike is crossing midfield via left downwind for runway 23. Dark County.
4 kids.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 25-5 to the north, straight at 21. First flight.
I'll make my first radio call.
First flight, short final,
Or west of the field.
300, yes.
Traffic.
So we're just gonna go all the way down to 1,000, so we don't have to overfly or anything like that. 1,000.
First flight. Radio traffic, Pilot Club 537 is clear. Runway 23.
Go around 21 November 731 Romeo.
First flight traffic. Cirrus 5615 November is 10 miles west, sending to 1,000. Going to be joining the right downwind for runway 21 first flight.
Dark County, Kodiak 6 Delta Mike is entering a left downwind runway 23. Dark County.
Mania traffic, Pilot Club 823 crossing over the field. We're going to be entering a downwind for 23. Mania traffic.
Eric says I would buy a 152 if I were just flying solo, but I want the ability to fly others. I want the ability to fly others. I also want IFR. So if that 152, if I bought a 152, it'd definitely have the IFR at least, minimum.
And Dark County traffic, Kodiak 6 Delta Mike, turning left base, runway 23.
Alright, mixture full rich. We are on the, let's see, fullest tank or not? Let's go to the fullest tank, we'll get our boost pump on, go over to the left side. We've got all of our lights on. You see all these guys here on final? First flight's gotta be somewhere right around here. The field.
Mania traffic, Pilot Club 823 turning downwind, runway 23, Mania traffic. First flight traffic, 39 Yankee Zulu, coming straight in 1 mile on final for runway 21, first flight traffic.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 25, turn to final 21, good traffic sights.
And Dark County traffic, Kodiak 6 Delta Mike, short final, runway 23, Dark County.
21 first flight number 731 Romeo.
Dare County traffic, Pilot Club 823 turning base, runway 23, Dare County.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 53 is clear of the runway.
Alright, start turning towards the field.
Dare County traffic, Pilot Club 823
clear left.
final, runway 23, Dare County traffic. First flight traffic, 380 Zulu on short final, runway 21. I have traffic in front of me in sight, most on landing, turning off to the left.
Dark County traffic, Kodiak 6 Delta Mike, clear, runway 23.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 99R1 on 5 mile final for runway 21. Touch and go, first flight traffic.
First flight traffic, 39 Yankee Zulu is clear of runway.
So you guys talking about icing. Rohype says no de-ice, no thank you. Airflight said it's fun. Fun challenge, no de-icing part. Man, I'm scared to mess with ice at all. If there's any icing air mats anywhere near me, no thank you. But I'm down here in Florida, so I like hardly ever have to worry about that type of stuff. Alright, field is right at our 12 o'clock now. We are, what, 3 miles?
Stark County traffic, Kodiak 6 Delta Mike, cross runway
Let's slow it down
23
too.
at Delta.
I don't want to be too fast entering the
Stark
pattern
County.
here. Little Cessnas. I'm gonna disconnect. AP, my airplane. First light traffic, Cirrus 15 November, 3 miles west. It's gonna be joining the right downwind for 2-1, full stop, first flight. Alright, so the field is tucked right behind the tree line here. I can see a couple of airplane lights there. We're going to join the right downwind. Did I say right downwind or did I say left downwind on comms? Supposed to be a right downwind. I don't know what I was saying. Alright, clear left.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 991 on 1 mile final for runway 21, touch and go. First
We're
flight
below
traffic.
119, flaps 50.
First wave traffic, Pilot Club 25, turning right crosswind, runway 21. First light.
I think that turned a little bit too far. First flight traffic, Cirrus 15 November, right midfield downwind, runway 21, full stop, first flight. Plug in 210, reference.
Dare County traffic, Pilot Club 538, entering the downwind for runway 5. Dare County.
Alright, looking at ADSB here, the guy that we're following is already past our wing. We should be okay to turn base. I'm going to wait just another minute, and then we'll make our turn. Gumps, gas, undercarriage, mix, prop, seatbelt switches, flaps, to go. There's another guy, I don't know what he's doing, 100 feet below, above us. It almost looks like he's in the final approach path of 2-1. Let me see what this guy does before I make my turn. Watch that speed, bring in a little bit of
First
power.
flight traffic, Pilot Club 25, right base, runway 21, first flight.
First flight traffic.
Okay, he's turning his base now, so we're going to go behind him then.
First flight traffic.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 25, turning final 21, be a full stop, first flight.
Alright, so we're following TPC 25, he just turned final. I'll make my turn here in a second.
Traffic, Pilot Club 538, turning left base for runway 5. Dare County.
Alright, clear right. First flight traffic, Cirrus 15 November, turning right base, 2-1, full stop, first flight. Let's continue that turn.
Dare County, Pilot Club 538, turning final for runway 5. Dare County.
Dare County traffic number 731 Romeo is left base runway 05.
The runway 2-1? Okay. I think I see it here. It goes behind a tree line there. We're kind of on a right base. Just one notch of flaps to go. First flight traffic, Cirrus 15 November, turning final, 2-1, full stop, first flight. Hey, see you, Eric Flight. Thanks for dropping in, man. I'll be talking to you. Alright, rest of those flaps. Gumps check again, gas, undercarriage, mix, props,
First flight traffic,
flaps.
Pilot Club 25, clear on runways, first flight.
First flight traffic, Cirrus 15 November, final, 2-1, full stop, first flight.
First flight traffic, November 461 Delta Zulu is inbound for runway 21, full stop. First flight.
Alright, so I guess we're just going to exit at the end and we'll keep it rolling.
First flight traffic, Cessna November 172 Delta Echo is 10 miles from the field and going to be coming in for to the downwind, making a right downwind for runway 21, first flight. And I think Delta Zulu, I got you on my 11 o'clock there. I'll let you go first. How's that? 2 Delta go.
All right, that sounds pretty good. Well, yeah, I got you as well. Thanks, you. We'll pop in front of you. 1 Delta Zulu.
Yeah, I'll slow it down for you and 2 Delta go.
Alright, power back to idle. First flight traffic, Cirrus 15 November is clear of runway 21, first flight.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 39 Yankee Zulu lining up on runway 21.
Alright, let's clean her up. Flaps back up to 50
First
for
flight
takeoff.
traffic, Pilot Club 39
Clean our
Yankee
mix.
Zulu taking off on runway 21.
Turn that boost pump off for now. It gets kind of annoying, but it's going to come back on once we line up. We'll keep all of our lights and everything else on. And now we just got one short hop over to MQI, Dare County. Winds 210 at 8, 10 statute miles clear, 1611, altimeter 3015. And let's throw up the drone real quick. Got time. Parking brake.
First flight traffic, November 172 Delta Go, 1 Delta Zulu, are you planning on coming in through the downwind, or are you just going to go direct into 2-1?
Here's the monument over here.
Yeah, I'm planning on just turning into final on 2-1.
Let's go take a look at that.
I'm going to go in through the, I'm going to just go in through the downwind, and then I'll let you go in, and then I'll just do the pattern, and I'll come back. So 2 Delta Go.
All right, understood. You'll do the pattern, and we'll head straight for the final. 1 Delta
I want to
Zulu.
say this is where they,
Sounds good. Now do the
I don't know if it's
upwind.
this line over here or this line where they took their first flight.
First flight traffic,
the Wright brothers.
33, 10 miles to the north. We are going to be crossing over midfield to join a right downwind for 2-1, first flight.
Achieved by dauntless resolution and unconquerable faith. In commemoration of the conquest of the air. Orbital right, orbital right. By the brothers Wilbur, orbital right, conceived by genius. Ah, it's so cool.
Dare County Regional, Pilot Club 298 Zulu, gonna enter the left pattern at midfield for runway 23, Dare County Regional.
Got Orville and Wilbur.
About 3 miles out, 298.
Pretty cool. I think this is where they.
First flight traffic, Cessna November 172 Delta Echo is going to be crossing midfield for a right upwind, for the right upwind, first flight.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 25 is departing runway 21, staying in the pattern. First flight.
First flight traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33, now 5 miles to the north. We are going to be crossing over midfield to join the right downwind for 21, full stop, first flight.
First flight traffic, Cessna 172 Delta goes crossing midfield right now, runway, 21, first flight.
There he is up there.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 25, right crosswind 21, first flight.
Pilot Club 25, I got you in sight 2 Delta.
Perfect.
First flight traffic, Cessna 172 Delta goes turning right into the upwind, runway 25, or runway 21, first flight.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 25, turning right downwind 21, first flight.
Is he staying in the pattern? How are we supposed to get out of here?
Midfield, turning into the left downwind.
Alright, I'm on the brakes. At least. And we're all set up for takeoff. It's just mixture and boost pump to go. We're going to take off runway 21 and we'll just go straight out. Let's see, we've got some more restricted airspace and stuff to deal with a little bit further past MQI, so we just want to make sure we don't go too far. My guess is they're using runway 23 there at Dare County.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 25, turning right base, runway 21,
so
first
we'll
flight.
do
First flight traffic, Cessna 172 Delta goes turning left for base, cross run, runway 21, first flight.
Guess we'll go straight out 21, we'll overfly MQI and then join the left downwind for 23.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 25, turning final 21, first flight via touch and go.
Dare County Regional, trainer turning left final, runway 23, Dare County Regional.
First flight traffic, Cessna 172 Delta goes turning left,
he's just taxiing
to the downwind,
on
runway
the grass.
21, first flight.
Might be the way to go.
First flight traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33 is 1.5 miles to the east. We're going to be crossing over midfield at 1,000 feet to enter the right downwind for 21, full stop, first flight.
Alright, let's do this then. Let's follow this guy. We're not waiting here too long. We'll just go in the grass. Go nice and slow.
First flight traffic, Cessna 172 Delta go. 1 Delta Zulu. Are you coming in through the right downwind or the left downwind there for 21?
I gotta be honest with you, I cannot find the airport, so I'm just looking right now.
It's a hard one to spot.
Okay, cool. I'm in the right downwind for runway 21. I'm gonna be turning crosswind right now, 2 Delta go.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 33 is over midfield for 21 and entering the right downwind for 21, full stop, first flight.
Manteo traffic.
First flight, Pilot Club 0215 Sierra is 10 miles at 3,000, going to be entering a right crosswind into the right upwind for runway 21.
First flight traffic, Cessna 172 Delta Echoes, Cessna Skyhawk 172. I'm turning right into the final, or actually I'm in final, runway 21 with intentions for touch and go. First flight.
First flight traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33 is turning right base for 21, full stop, and we're number 2 for the field, first flight.
Manteo traffic, Pilot Club 17, taxiing runway 23 for departure via Alpha.
Manteo traffic, Pilot Club 9901, taxiing 23 via Alpha, via traffic.
Manteo traffic, Piper 300 uniform, technically active, via Alpha, following traffic.
First flight traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33, right base 21, full stop, first flight. First flight traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33 is on final approach, 21, full stop.
Get my Cirrus all dirty.
And first flight traffic, Cessna 172 Delta has vacated the runway there, and I'm off into the upwind 2 Delta Echo. I'm sorry, first flight traffic.
Mateo traffic, Pilot Club 25, 2 miles to the north, making that midfield crosswind runway 23, Mateo.
Yeah, 2-3 there at Manteo. We'll stick to our original plan. We'll overfly from west to east, join the left downwind for 2-3.
Yeah, Mateo traffic, Cessna 172 Delta Echoes 5 miles from the field. Going to be coming in, Mateo traffic. Go.
First flight traffic, November 1 Delta Zulu, we found the field and we are on downwind for runway 21. First flight.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 36, taking off runway 21, departing to the south. First flight.
First flight traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33 is clear 2-1 and parking for a moment, first flight.
Yeah, Mateo traffic, Cessna 172 Delta goes 3.5 miles from the field to the west. I'm going to be looking to come in through the 2-3 left downwind, Mateo.
Mateo traffic, Pilot Club 25 is now midfield crosswind 23, about to turn left downwind, Mateo.
One last view of the monument back there. Pretty cool with the
First
Cirrus.
flight traffic,
Dang, that
Pilot
looks
Club
good.
36 is off runway 21, departing the area to the south. First flight.
Manteo traffic, Pilot Club 272, departing runway.
First flight traffic, 1 Delta Zulu is on short final for 2-1, first flight.
Mateo traffic, Pilot Club 901, taking off runway 23, Mateo traffic.
Yeah, traffic, Cessna 172 Delta is going to cross midfield for the left downwind for 2-3, Mateo.
Mateo traffic, Pilot Club 25, left base 2-1, Mateo. 2-3, Mateo.
First flight traffic, November 1 Delta Zulu is vacated. First flight.
First flight traffic, Cirrus 5615 November, taking off runway 21 straight out. First flight.
Mateo traffic, Pilot Club 25,
all clear.
final 2-3, Mateo.
And we're clear out left.
Full stop.
Mateo traffic, Pilot Club 36, 4 miles north. Be crossing midfield, make left downwind runway 23, Mateo.
Treat this one like a short field, so I'm going to stay on the brakes.
Is midfield right now, runway
Mixture
23.
full rich and boost pump. Flaps and trimmer
Hotel
set.
traffic Piper 300 uniform, holding short 23, landing traffic, Mateo.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 0215 Sierra is
set and it's
commencing
green.
right turn crosswind for runway 21.
Airspeed's alive. (70, 77 rotate).
Yeah, traffic, Cessna 172 Delta Coast, turning left for the downwind runway 23, Mateo.
Okay, traffic, Pilot Club 217 is exiting the airspace to the southwest of 2000, final call Mateo.
Alright, we're clear of the obstacles. Safe altitude, speed checks, flaps up.
991, exiting traffic to the southwest. Tail traffic.
Tail traffic, Pilot Club 25, clear of all runways, Mateo.
Mateo traffic, Piper 300 uniform, taking over runway 23, start departure, Mateo.
Tail traffic, Cessna 172 Delta Coast, turning left for base runway 23 at Mateo.
We'll go to 1500 so we can overfly. First flight, Cirrus 15 November, departure leg 21, going straight out, 1500, first flight.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 33 needs to back taxi for runway 21, first flight.
Tail traffic, Cessna 172 Delta Coast, turning left for final runway 23 with intentions for a full stop. Tail.
And we'll just keep our pump on since we're going to be landing here in a couple minutes.
Pilot Club 0215 Sierra.
There's the field there to 12. We're going to overfly from right to left, out this way, and then join the downwind and land runway 23.
Midfield, runway 23, Mateo.
Mateo traffic,
Traffic, Pilot Club 33, we're going to hold position until the traffic lands at first flight.
West, Mateo.
First flight traffic, 1 Delta Zulu is looking at back taxi, waiting for it to be clear. First flight.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 0215 Sierra is turning right into final for touch and go runway 21.
Mateo traffic, Pilot Club 36, turning left downwind, runway 23, Mateo.
All on Unicom DC Center is online now, Pilot Club.
Mateo traffic, Cirrus 5615 November is 2 miles north of the field. Going to be overflying at 1500 to join a left downwind for 23, Mateo. Correction, 21. No, 23.
Tail traffic, Cessna 172 Delta Coast, clear runway 23, Mateo.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 0215 Sierra is on final.
A little stomping party there, says Real Hype. Yep. Gets like that during these busy events sometimes. It doesn't help that VATSIM only has one universal CTAF frequency, 122.8. It's not like the real life and real world where each field has their own CTAF.
November 461 Delta Zulu, Pilot Club 33.
So I mean, you could be anywhere within 50
Zulu.
miles of another airport nearby, and everybody's making
traffic
calls on the same frequency.
We'll both back taxi at the same time. There's a turnaround at the other end.
Mateo traffic, Pilot Club 36, turning final, runway 23, Mateo.
I think that's him right there.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 0215 Sierra is clear of runway 21.
Roger, so is the runway at first flight clear, ready for back taxi?
Below 119, flaps 50.
Runway is clear, first flight.
Alright, 1 Delta Zulu is back taxiing on the runway at first flight. We'll have company traffic following us down.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 33, number 2, back taxi 21.
Mateo traffic, Cirrus 15 November, joining left downwind 23, full stop, Mateo.
Mateo traffic, Pilot Club 36, short final, runway 23, Mateo.
Mateo traffic, Pilot Club 0215 Sierra is 5 miles north, going to be entering
There's the guy in short final.
left base.
We're following him.
Or left turn into cross runway for 23.
We're clear left. Mateo traffic, Cirrus 15 November, left base, 23, full stop, Mateo. Alright, final's clear, nobody else here on final. Mateo traffic, Cirrus 15 November, turning final, 23, full stop, Mateo.
Mateo traffic, Pilot Club 36, clear runway 23, taxiing parking via Delta Alpha, Mateo.
Alright, rest of those flaps.
Jumps,
gas,
holding short of runway
undercarriage, mix props,
flight.
seatbelt switches, flaps.
First flight check.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 33.
Alright, we're gonna park. I guess we'll go off to the right over there.
Alright then, first flight traffic, 1 Delta Zulu is taking off, runway 21, first flight.
First flight traffic, Pilot Club 33 is lining up, 21, first flight.
Mateo, Cirrus 15 November, short final, 23, full stop, Mateo. That might have been the best one of the day. Yeah, we're gonna go park over here off the right. Let's grab this.
First flight traffic, Skyline Pilot Club 33 is taking 21, departing straight out, first flight.
Mateo traffic, Cirrus 15 November is clear of runway 23, taxiing to the ramp. Mateo.
Mateo traffic, 1 Delta Zulu is inbound, going to be on a final
Lights,
for 23,
Veto heat,
Mateo.
flaps up, mixture getting leaned, boost pump coming off.
Mateo traffic, Pilot Club 25, departing 23, staying in the pattern, Mateo.
Mateo traffic, Pilot Club 0215 Sierra, turning left for crosswind, runway 23 at 1000.
Clear left, clear right. Or go park next to our buddy over here.
Mateo traffic, Pilot Club 25, turning left cross runway 23, Mateo.
Mateo traffic, Pilot Club 0215 Sierra, turning left for downline leg for runway 23.
Lights, avionics.
Mateo traffic, 1 Delta
and
Zulu.
we'll pull the mixture. Rest of those switches. Parking brake is set. Alright guys, that's going to be it for me. It's family time and family vacation. I will be off for the next few days. I will see you guys back here probably, most likely Monday night at around the usual time, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight, 2300 Zulu. To all my new followers today, thank you for following the channel. Welcome aboard. And all of you old followers, thank you guys again for joining me. I'll see you guys Monday night. The Beef 12, great content. Thanks, man. See you next time. Hey, appreciate it, The Beef. Great to have you, man. Adamatin, what's up, man? Hey, Adamatin. Love you guys. Hey, I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great night, great day. And if you want to stand by for another minute or two, I'll find a channel for us to raid. If you guys want to tune into any more simulation-related Twitch content. See you guys next time. Peace!